UFO whistleblowers testifying on Capitol Hill that the United States has been in possession of non-human craft since the 1930s.
As we convene here, UAP are in our airspace, but they are grossly underreported. These sightings are not rare or isolated, they are routine. Military aircrew and commercial pilots, trained observers whose lives depend on accurate identification, are frequently witnessing these phenomena. Parts of our government are aware of more about UAP than they let on, but excessive classification practices keep crucial information hidden.
Well, that UFO whistleblower, Ryan Graves, is a former F-18 Navy pilot and executive director for Americans for Safe Aerospace, and he joins us right now, live from New Hampshire. Ryan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
This hearing yesterday was really something, because I don't think, I think a lot of people think, oh, UFO, it's just one of those science fiction things. You have seen one with your own two eyes, and as we just heard from your testimony yesterday, a lot of commercial pilots and military pilots see them all the time.
It's not quite as rare as at least I thought before I joined the Navy. But we would start seeing objects pretty much on a daily basis once we upgraded our radar systems to a more advanced system. We then correlated those with other systems on our jet, and eventually we saw them with our own eyeballs. They look like dark gray or black cubes inside of a clear sphere. And we were always hitting these objects.
You got within 50 feet of one of these things. So describe the last time you saw one.
Well, I did not get within 50 feet, believe it or not. A colleague in my squadron had a near midair with one of these objects where they were flying into the entry point to our area. This object went between two...
This is all... The government literally gave him lines to say he got approved by the government to go on national news, national TV, get interviews, and talk about the things they said. This is all a play. Honestly, to be honest, I don't even know why we still talking about this bullshit. Cause I for sure haven't seen one. I would like to see one. Honestly, I would like to see an alien. Like, I'm not finna sit up there and just run with the news that, oh, it's aliens out here, or somebody that's supposed to be creditable by the government and or being a pilot. Nah, to be honest, all this is just written by, all of this is just pushed out there by the government. The government just wants y'all to sit up there and believe what they saying. I'm not, though. Honestly, I just believe this is fake. Nobody can't tell me how an alien really look. I haven't seen no alien aircraft. I can't just believe something I never seen with my own two eyes. So not saying there ain't none out there, but I'm just saying, I just felt like this just came out of nowhere, honestly. I don't even know where this came from.
18s on the way in, within 50 feet. That was actually the first time we were able to gain a visual sighting of the object. Myself and others, we would try to fly up to these objects within about 500 feet for safety reasons. And they were very difficult to spot. But since we started having this problem...
You know what's another thing? The government be withholding information for decades. If you go back to the 1970s and all that, it was probably internet already back out then. People that was political powerful people already probably had internet back in the 1970s and 80s. But now they just want to put it out here now to the people. Really think about it.
Initially, more and more pilots from the military have come forward, and I've been speaking with pilots who are still seeing these almost a decade later in the same place.
Sure. And looking in, it looks like to a lot of people that the United States government knows a lot more than they're saying. Why would they want to keep this such a big secret?
Well, I think it kind of goes back to the whole national security side of this conversation, not wanting to reveal ways and means of intelligence gathering and system capabilities, and all that's fine, but the fact of a fundamental reality of our nature can't be ignored or classified. So UAP themselves, I think that the security classification guideline that defines what...
And to be honest, I don't believe that no alien just flying around in a small UFO saucer. If you look at the movies like Independence Day, Aliens versus Predators, Aliens, all that, I believe if they got so much advanced technology, right, and they so much smarter than humans, how come is they always crash landing on Earth? And how come they always got this depiction that aliens flying around a little small UFO saucer? If they really got advanced technology, they supposed to be flying in something that's bigger than the city. If you look at Independence Day, them aliens got a spaceship that's dang near the size of their own city. So I'm not believing that no alien flying around no little UFO saucer that you be seeing on Looney Tunes. What's the character off there, Martian the Manhunter? Nah, I'm not believing that.
About UAP is classified and what is not. I think that needs to be taken a look at. I think Congress needs to be involved so that we ensure that the American people are transparent on this conversation.
Sure.
Commercial aviators have this exact same problem as the military aviators. However, the commercial markets have not accepted or acknowledged that this is a true aviation safety hazard. And so there's a big discrepancy right now between how the military is mitigating this safety issue, national security issue, and how the commercial markets are ignoring this.
Sure. And I know you don't know. This could be man-made. It could be something from somewhere else, and that is not known right now. But I know that after you had seen one of these things for the first time, you were probably reluctant to tell people, hey, by the way, when I was up in the Hornet, I saw a UFO, because then people would think, Ryan, you're crazy.
Yeah, we didn't even recognize it as a UFO when we were seeing these amongst ourselves. We initially just thought they were errors. Then we thought they were some type of classified program. But over time, as the story evolved, the range of options of what it could be narrowed and narrowed, and we still don't know what they are today. However, there has been work done. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office at the Department of Defense has recently stated that about 50% of the objects they are seeing worldwide resemble the objects we are seeing on the eastern seaboard. Spheres traveling anywhere from stationary to 2.0 Mach and making extremely sudden accelerations and sudden movements. I think it's extremely important to say.
Yeah, that's the end of the video, y'all. I'm out. I don't have nothing to say really on this. I just find it so stupid that this came out of nowhere. And to be honest, the government be withholding information for decades, and this is probably old news anyway. This probably ain't nothing new. This probably been out.